We are on the radio. Hello, everybody. KRFC Fort Collins. This is Vincent, your host for Rhythms of Youth, and we have a really exciting show. We have a couple return guests and a couple new guests. The new guests, Haley and Sabrina Harper. Hello, young ladies.
Hi. Hey.
Nice to have you here. And you are you brought along Jimi Harrington. Hello, Jimmy.
Hi, Vincent.
And you have been here before and played keyboard for us. And the three of you are going to be doing some stuff together. And we'll end the show with Jimmy playing some solos. In between, we have Jarek Makarchuk. Hello, Jarek.
Hey, Vincent. How you doing?
Doing great. And you brought your mandolin with you?
Yeah, as well as a banjo.
So you're going to be playing as well. And this is great. So I just wanted to give a shout-out to the Thompsons. The Thompson sisters, Sadie and Mary Sue, and then the family as well. Good friends of yours, all of you. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You guys have known each other for a while, huh?
Yeah, we're pretty good friends.
Yeah. So, Sabrina, how did you and your sister get involved in music originally?
Well, I was started in piano at like 3 years old. Yeah, my mom and dad just believed in doing music at a young age, just starting at a young age, and so was Gracie. Gracie started at 5, and
just so people aren't confused, Gracie meaning Haley.
Yeah.
I'm still having it. It's funny with the name thing. So let's focus on that. You get called Gracie and also Haley?
Yeah, because my name's Haley Grace, but I don't know, for some reason everyone started calling me Gracie.
And Guy.
Well, yeah, but
What was the other name?
Guy.
It's not as embarrassing as yours.
Which is what?
Bean.
Bean, there you are. Well, I was informed to call you Haley, so when you brought the Grace in, I didn't want people to get confused that might be listening. Very cool. 3 years old, you started in music.
Yeah, and then Gracie started at 5, and we just started singing on our own. We didn't really take lessons, and then Gracie started taking lessons at, I don't know, about 7.
First I've been in choir off and on throughout growing up, but I took some at Magnolia with Cynthia, and before that with Amy Woods.
Oh, you were over at Magnolia Studios with Cynthia Vaughn?
Yeah, I'm still taking with her, actually.
Yeah, terrific lady.
I know, yeah. She's a really great teacher. And then
Thanks.
I also did worship band leading for High School Impact, which is the youth group at our church, Summit View. And yeah, I guess Sabrina and I just kind of started working together because we both ended up playing a lot of music, and then we started playing some with Jimmy and performed at a couple different places, and I guess it just all kind of came together.
Yeah, that Summit View Church, and I visited over there. There's an astonishing array of youth musicians that happen to go to that church.
I know. Yeah, a lot of it's because the worship pastor Travis Swan puts a lot of a focus on growing up new musicians and just, I don't know, showing an interest in their life and their interest in music. And he's been a huge influence there.
I've met Travis, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, without music, life would be a travesty, wouldn't it?
It really would.
So we are having a lot of great music coming up here in the show with Haley and Sabrina Harper, along with Jimi Harrington in the studio. Later we'll be hearing from Jarek Makarchuk. And you have some covers that you're going to do for us tonight.
Yeah, the first one we'll be doing is Echo by Jason Walker. And Sabrina will actually be singing that for the most part.
Yeah, and then Grace will be harmonizing.
Great. This is the Rhythms of Youth show.
Anybody out there? 'Cause I don't hear a sound. Alone, alone, I don't really know where the world is, but I miss it now. I'm out on the edge and I'm screaming my name like a fool at the top of my lungs. shadow is the only friend that I have. Listen, I would take a whisper if that's all you have to give. But it isn't. I come and save me and try to chase it crazy right out of my head. I'm out on the edge and I'm screaming my name like a fool at the top of my lungs. Sometimes when I close my eyes I pretend I'm alright, but it's never enough. 'Cause my echo is the only voice coming back. My shadow is the only friend that I have. I don't wanna be a downing, I just wanna feel alive and get to see your face again. I don't wanna be a downing, I just wanna feel alive and get to see your face again. Until then, it's just my echo, my shadow. You're my only friend and I'm out on the edge and I'm screaming my name like a fool at the top of my lungs. Sometimes when I close my eyes I pretend I'm alright, but it's never enough. 'Cause my echo, oh my shadow. Hello, anybody out there?
That was wonderful. Really nice job.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Yeah. And what was the name of that song again?
Echo by Jason Walker.
Echo by Jason Walker. How do you go about choosing the songs that you're going to play?
Well, I guess we mainly look for a more unique style, and I guess a lot of ones that we can use that will sound great acoustically, because I don't really like using backtracks, so.
Yeah.
And then I guess, well, obviously, ones that honor God and aren't dirty, you know. I mean, we obviously don't cover, like, any Katy Perry or
Right.
Ludacris.
Positive kind of message songs, I suppose.
Yeah, you know.
Well, yeah, and then there's also, based on how able we are to do the song, like, we're not going to pick rap or anything.
I don't know, I could probably rap, you know?
Sabrina's pretty good at that kind of thing.
That's funny because Jimmy, you have a song, an original song called Jimmy's Blues or Jimmy's Ragtime.
Jimmy's Boogie.
Jimmy's Boogie. There's not one called Jimmy's Rap at this point. Yeah,
Yeah, not yet. Maybe in the future.
Give us some time.
That's too funny. Well, Haley Harper and Sabrina Harper, along with Jimi Harrington, and later we'll be hearing Jarek Makarchuk. What's the next song we have lined up for?
The next song we're doing is Restless by Switchfoot. And yeah, I guess this one was a big one that I wanted to cover because of the message of the song. And it actually reminded me of this one quote, and it says that we're restless until our hearts rest in Him. And that's just the feeling of this song, that until, you know, our hearts rest in God and His security and the cross, then we're just kind of restless and everywhere and longing for something.
All right. We are set whenever you're ready.
Slipping tides, I am the leaky, dripping pipes, endless aching drops of light. I am the rain raindrop falling down, always longing for the deeper ground. I am the broken, breaking seas. Even my blood finds ways to bleed. Even the rivers ways to run. Even the rain to reach the sun. Even my thirsty streams. Even in my dreams, I am restless. I am restless. I am restless, looking for you. I am restless, run like the ocean to find your shore, looking for you. I am the thorn stuck in your side. I am the one that you left behind. I am the drip of dry eyes, looking for the well that it won't run dry. Running hard for the other side, the world that I've always been denied. Running hard for the infinite, with the tears of saints and hypocrites, a blood of black and white and gray, and death and life and night and day. One by one by one, we let our rivers run. I am restless. I am restless. I am restless, looking for you. I am restless, I run like the ocean to find your shore, looking for you. I can hear you breathing, I can feel you leading, more than just a feeling, more than just a feeling. I can feel you reaching, pushing through the ceiling, till the final healing, looking for you. Until the sea of glass we meet, and last completed and complete, retired and dear and vain subsides, laughter drinks them dry. I'll be waiting, anticipating all that I aim for, what I was made for, with every heartbeat, all of my blood bleeds inside me, looking for you. I am restless. I am restless. I am restless, looking for you. I am restless. I am restless. I am restless, looking for you. Looking for you.
That was beautiful.
Thanks.
Really nice. You had Jarek over here doing the wave over here, Jarek. What do you think, Jarek?
Sounds great. Guys, some awesome voices.
Good.
Thank you.
It's interesting actually mentioning that because the Thompson sisters, the harmonies, I guess when you have sisters, it's even magnified as far as how cool it sounds, huh?
Yeah.
Because obviously your voices are similar, being sisters, but not the same.
Yeah.
That's a very
Yeah.
profound statement. I'm going to write that down.
Just unique.
As you should.
Hey, are there any shout-outs that any of you wanted to do?
I guess, let's think. Well, probably definitely to Sadie Thompson. And
our dad. And
he's actually at a project in San Diego right now. So
Oh, he's in San Diego. What is he doing in San Diego?
he has a work project down there. I think he's working at the Navy base around there. Yeah.
And your mother, Lisa, in the
Definitely.
studio with
Yeah.
your brother, Braden. Did I get?
Braden.
Yeah. Oh, we can't forget Sarah Pinello.
Oh, yeah. Sarah.
Yeah, she always adds spice to everyone's life. So
Yeah.
How about you, Mr. Jimmy?
Probably my mom and dad. I'm not entirely positive they're listening to it right now, but if you are, hi mom and dad. And all 6 of my siblings. I've got a big family.
You have 6 siblings?
Yeah, I'm the second of 7.
Wow, I'm the 7th of 7.
Really?
That's a big family, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. They had some funds left over to give you music lessons because that's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Hey, Jarek, since we're talking about you, and you want to give a shout out to anybody?
I'll give a shout out to my parents and my teacher back in New York who taught me everything I knew about my instruments, and I guess myself for having the dedication to learn these instruments on my own.
What was your music teacher's name in New York?
His name was Max Buckholtz, I believe.
I think we may talk about him a little bit
yeah.
when you have your set here coming up.
Definitely.
Awesome. We are on KRFC 88.9 FM. This is Vincent, your host for Rhythms of Youth, some very talented youth in the studio. I did want to take just a moment and mention this Friday, August 31st, which is this Friday. There is a benefit concert at the Aggie Theater. Adam Simmons from the wonderful local, very original group. He is the drummer and does some sound looping as well for Common Anomaly. He sent me a message that this is called the Stupid Cancer with an exclamation point benefit concert, and you can check out the Aggie website for more information. Also a Facebook event called Stupid Cancer with an exclamation point benefit concert. That is going on 8 p.m. this Friday. So just wanted to mention that. And we have some more music coming up from Haley and Sabrina Harper, along with Jimi Harrington. And Jimmy will be doing a solo set later in the show. So how are we doing out there?
Well, we're going to switch and have Sabrina on the keys now and have her sing. But while she's switching, I'd like to give one more shout out.
Yeah, please.
To my best friend and cousin, Austin Shaw, and really their whole family, because they're really special to us. My mom's sister's family.
Very nice, very nice. And I actually wanted to make mention, when you mentioned Sadie Thompson, her song, her original song, The Everything, is just absolutely an amazing song. It still gives me chills when I listen to it.
Yeah, I love it.
I listened to it yesterday, as a matter of fact. So she's quite the talented singer-songwriter, and great that you guys are all... Eventually, you'll probably do some music with Sadie at some point.
Yeah.
You haven't yet.
We've done a little bit, not a ton, but some. We were in worship band together, and then we did some at the Magnolia Studio.
Okay, that's really great.
Yeah.
So this is cool. I love when there's like the changing of the guard here. You did a little moving around. So, Sabrina, you are now at the keyboard.
I am.
Is that quickly I figured that out?
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing keyboard for?
Let me think. Well, I started actually playing on the keyboard when I turned like 10 years old, but I've been playing piano since I was like 3.
That's right. You did. You mentioned that, 3 years old. Yeah. So that's a pretty long time.
Oh, yeah. So I'm pretty familiar with the keys.
So what made you choose the song that we're about to hear, and what is that song?
Well, it's by Justin Bieber.
Who? Who?
Justin Bieber.
No, I know. I've heard. I've never heard his music before, so this is the first time I'll hear a Justin Bieber. You say Bieber? His last name is Bieber? All the girls out there are like, yeah, no duh.
I personally think she does a way better job than he does, but I don't know. I might be biased.
Okay. Well, this is the Rhythms of Youth show.
Across the ocean, across the sea, starting to forget the way you look at me now. Over the ocean, across the sky, I need to see your face, I need to look into your eyes. Through the storm and through the clouds, bumps in the road and ups and downs. I know it's hard to sleep at night. Don't you worry, 'cause everything's gonna be alright. Be alright. Through the long nights and the bright lights, don't you worry, 'cause everything's gonna be alright. Be alright. All alone in my room, waiting for Won't you come soon? And for you, I'd walk 1,000 miles to be in your arms, holding my heart. Oh, I love you, and everything's gonna be alright. Be alright. You know that I care for you, I'll always be there for you. Promise I will stay right here. I know that you want me to, baby, we can make it through anything, 'cause everything's gonna be alright. Be alright. Through the long nights and the bright lights, don't you worry, 'cause everything's gonna be alright. Be alright. Through the long nights and the bright lights, don't you worry, 'cause everything's gonna be alright.
That was great. That was
Thank
really
you.
great.
Yeah.
Sabrina Harper on the Rhythms of Youth show. That's easy for me to say, and that's fantastic.
Thank you.
How many songs are you comfortable, Sabrina, playing on keyboard? Have you been practicing some other songs as well?
Yeah. Mainly been working on just a few that Gracie's giving me to cover, because, yeah, she just asked for me to play a few, and I've actually been writing a few, and she's been writing a few. I've been putting chords to them, and so, yeah, it's been working out pretty good. And Jimmy's been helping, too. He's over there giving me the evil
That was a
eye.
very subtle look he gave you right there. That was pretty funny. It's got to be cool, being in the same house, being sisters, it's quite easy to practice together.
Oh, yeah. We have lots of time, and I've been homeschooling this year, so and she's graduated early, so we've both been just really working on music together.
So you bring up an interesting point, Sabrina. Now, being homeschooled, I would think that you pretty much make up, as a family, you make up what you're going to be learning.
Yeah.
And with music, you can do so much with that. You want to give some examples? That's got to be part of your homeschooling. You get kind of credit for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of. My mom and I just kind of have been doing some sunlight when I was younger, actually, and then
Doing
just
some what? I'm
working-
sorry.
Sunlight. It's this really just where the parents read to the kids, and I grew to love reading and books, so I do a lot of that, and we really just have a really creative just school program. So
Yeah, I guess a lot of it's just before I graduated, we picked out a bunch of different programs and put them all together to fit everyone's different learning styles.
Yeah.
And Sunlight was a big one, which I loved because I'm a reader. And Sabrina loved it too. And so we grew up, and Mom would read to us when we first woke up. And then when we started reading on our own, we would have separate ones that we would read, and then some that she would read with us. And then there's also, different programs for like math and science and all that. But that's a lot of it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You can really put some originality in what you're learning there, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we have one more song from.
Yeah.
Now, is it a similar arrangement? Are you playing keyboard on this, Sabrina?
I am, and then
Awesome.
I'll be singing harmony too.
That's wonderful. So, Jimmy, you get to observe these wonderful musicians here. And this will be the two, Sabrina and Haley Harper, on the Rhythms of Youth.
Sun is filling up the room, and I can hear you dreaming. Do you feel the way I do right now? I wish we would just give up, 'cause the best part is have, so I'll make sure to keep my distance. Say I love you when you're not listening. And how long can we keep this up, up, up? Make sure to keep my distance. Say I love you when you're not listening. How long can we keep this up, up, up?
Bravo. Nice job,
Thanks.
ladies.
Thank you.
That was really great. Great song choice. A lot of fun stuff going on there.
Yeah,
Happy song.
she's actually one of my favorite artists, thanks to a couple friends.
And what is her name again?
Christina Perry, actually.
Oh, Chris. Okay.
Maddie, Jimmy's brother, introduced me to her. So,
Wow. Is that Katy Perry's sister?
no, actually.
That's funny. Maybe a distant relative or something like that.
Yeah, guess you never know, right?
Awesome. Well, the three of you, Jimmy, Sabrina, and Haley, looking forward to having you all this Wednesday in the Poudre School District Channel 10 studio. We're going to film
Yeah.
you all out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty exciting. And you're actually going to you're going to perform an original song.
We are.
And what is the name of the song you're going to perform this Wednesday?
It's called Fly Away. And actually, the three of us kind of came together and decided to write it, Jimmy, Sabrina, and I. And he's giving me all these looks, but
He's very expressive, by the way.
I know.
It's great for radio.
It's kind of
Okay.
amazing how many words
We're going to get
you
those
put into a
expressions on
face.
Wednesday with the cameras out there. That's going to be great. That's awesome. So, well, that's really cool. So what we'll have to do is have you back on the radio. You'll have to perform that original song when you come back to
Yeah.
KRFC. We'd love to
I
have you.
know, we would love that.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you all. And Sabrina and Haley, nice to have you in the studio this inaugural time for you. And we're going to be hearing Jimmy in a little bit. You are listening to KRFC 88.9 FM. This is the Rhythms of Youth show here in the KRFC studios. And it's really fun doing this show live. We're going to... I'm sorry? Jimmy wants to... Yes, go ahead,
I
sir.
just wanted to give a shout out to my oldest sister also, Maddie.
Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah. Hi,
Hello, Maddie.
Gracie.
Hey, Maddie.
Tell Maddie
Hey, 1, 2, 3. Hey,
Maddie. We love you.
Yeah, we love you a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
We give you
Wow,
a
that's-
virtual
that's
hug now because we know how much you love
a
them.
virtual hug. So, like when they hold up the cell phones with the lighter at the concerts, that's
yeah.
Yeah.
that's what the world has come to, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is awesome. Anything else, Jimmy?
No.
Sweet. We're doing great. This is live radio, and we're going to go over to Mr. Jarek Makarchuk. Hello, Mr. Jarek Makarchuk.
All right.
I think I just like saying Mr. Jarek Makarchuk.
Yeah.
It just rolls off the tongue. And it's funny because I used to call you Jarek, and now I call you Jarek, which is the way your name was meant to sound, actually.
It's true.
It's the true
It's
story.
quite a story, too, how I got it.
How is that?
Well, when we went to camp together, I decided to change my name for once to how it was supposed to be said, and then have people call me that for a change, and kind of got used to it.
That's right. We were out at the Mendocino Balkan Music and Dance Workshop. Thanks to World in Colorado for helping out with that as well. And no, but actually, when you were born, your parents' original intent was for that name to sound like Jarek.
Yeah, we're still unclear on what it was really supposed to
Well, you
sound
didn't know.
like.
You were just like a
I was
minute
just like,
old, so
yeah.
you didn't know.
I was-
You had no say in the matter, actually.
Not really, no. I don't think so. I wish I did, though. That would be pretty cool.
So this is cool now, Jarek. You moved from Ithaca, you and your family, close to a year ago. And, of course, the Bizarre Bazaar over on 254 East Linden Street, I believe, right next to Colorado Drum. A lot of really exciting things happening out there. And we're actually looking at potentially doing some recording for future radio shows out at your place. You've got a sound system out there.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get started and set up our little recording studio up there and, set up a sound room and all that. It's going to be a good time.
I want to give a shout out to your brother Aiden because he's a great older brother for you, and he's heading out to San Diego here pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll miss him a lot. It's going to, although he is going to college, though, he'll have a lot of fun as well.
He is, and he's quite into the music scene as well, and recording and engineering and all that good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So
you haven't been on the show in a little while, and you have been doing some songwriting.
Indeed, I have. Yeah, it's been good. I mean, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of redoing and erasing and redoing and erasing.
But you're making some good connections. You're going to you're in Rocky.
Yep. Yeah, it's
Freshman.
Yes, I'm a freshman at Rocky Mountain High School, and it's for first time, and it's been fun.
Yeah. So you're 14 years of age, same as Jimmy's 14. And actually, I didn't ask how old the two gals were, but definitely some amazing youth here in town, and nice to have you in town, Mr. Makarchuk.
Yeah, thanks.
Now you've got the Mando there, do you?
Oh yeah, I got my beautiful child here.
And is this the original that you're going to play?
Yes, this is one of my originals. I think I'm just going to play one in the cover as well. So. And
is this one that you're working with Jack, your buddy Jack?
No, this was actually one I wrote to be like a small swing song. And then it didn't. It sounded like a lot of the songs, and it sounded like it was just another song. What I did is I just turned it into a reggae song, and it sounded completely different and awesome. So that was 2 days ago, actually.
Awesome. This is Jarek Makarchuk on the Rhythms of Youth.
All right. You can grant all those wishes you can ever feel like this, and I will see you again. It's hard to see this. Tell me that you forgive me. You come to see me every day at lunch, and we all sit our sandwiches going munch. And can I say I'm sorry? 'Cause baby, I don't know. I was just a tool, and I just played the fool. And I want to say I'm sorry, but it would sound so far away. Baby, I don't know. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Baby, I don't know.
Nice job, Jarek.
Thank you. I'm a
That's
little confused with the pencil down there.
that's really great. There's a pencil down where?
No, it's written in pencil.
Oh, it's
It's like hard to see in the light.
So how do you? Now that was an original song for you. What was the name of it?
Oh, I guess I don't really have a name for it.
I like when that happens.
I'll call it Untitled.
Untitled. I've heard of that song before.
Yeah, I know.
It sounds different every time I hear it.
Definitely.
Now, so what is the process? Now, you obviously you've been playing mandolin. I think you said to me before 6 years.
Yeah. I started when I was 8, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to choose an instrument.
You wanted an instrument that was different.
Yeah, and I.
With all due respect to guitars, guitars are amazing and beautiful. You wanted something that was not as common.
Yeah, definitely. It was. Yeah, no. I mean, it was just. I wanted something strange,
Let's talk about chording for a little bit because now sometimes when people hear the mandolin or the instrument mandolin, they initially or immediately think of bluegrass, which is a wonderful style of music, but there's a lot more that you can do with mandolin, and you do different things with the mandolin.
Definitely. It's kind of a bit stereotypical for mandolin to play bluegrass, actually, and there's so much you can do with it and so much to explore in the area of, you can go into the European kind of music, and that's what I've been studying for a little while now, so it's been fun.
You were pretty inspired when you were out at the Balkan music camp.
Definitely. That was such a great time and such a inspiration for music and a great chance to meet new people and see new instruments.
So for those that aren't familiar with it, this is 9 miles inland from Mendocino, California, north of San Francisco, in the middle of a redwood forest. It's a 60-year-old campsite, and you were basically taking some instruction. The instructors out there were some of the best musicians in the world. Mm-hmm. And then they would play all night.
Oh, yes. A lot of lack of sleep there.
Yeah. And what was the name of that instrument that you were learning?
I was learning the instrument called the Bulgarian tambura, which was very similar to the mandolin, except it's tuned like the last 4 strings of a guitar. If all you guitar players out there probably know, but it was double stringed and had a very long neck, and it was complicated with all those patterns of picking and crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was interesting speaking to some of because you were, I think, one of the younger people, if not the youngest, in that particular class. Mm-hmm. And speaking with some of the adults who were in that class, they were a little intimidated by you.
Oh, I guess so. I don't want to sound
I know, I'm
confident.
totally, yeah. Yeah, I know, I shouldn't be talking like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to put these ideas in your head that, like, you're good or something, that would be horrible. But, yeah, so that's really good. And again, the world in Colorado really... the impetus for initiating the trip out there. So that was really cool. Now you have a second song.
I do. And this is just a cover song, as my other song that I'm writing is not completed.
The one you're writing with Jack?
Yes. That is not... It's not in completion. I did bring it today. I think it was going to play at acoustic, but it's not. No.
Yeah, it's worth noting that you're going to help me, because I'm going to kind of write a song on the cornet that I've had for just over a month. People are probably laughing, thinking that how can he possibly do that? But it's going to happen. Yeah,
it is, Vincent. I believe in you.
I believe in me too, Jarek. Thank you for your belief. What is the cover song we're going to hear?
Alrighty. Well, this is a song called I Have Friends in Holy Spaces by Panic at the Disco. And I've been playing this song for a while, so if you have heard it before played by me, it's probably, yeah. All right, but this time, it's on the banjo. So, it's going to make it...
That was rather loud. What happened?
The banjo's going nuts. But,
okay.
Alrighty, yeah. New sound on the banjo.
Jarek Makarchuk.
You remind me of a former love that I once knew. And you carry little speech with you. Oh, we were holding hands walking through the middle of the street. It's fine with me. I'm just taking in the scenery. You remind me of a few of my famous friends. Well, that all depends on what you qualify as friends. You remind me of a few of my famous friends. Well, that all depends what you qualify as friends. Oh, take a chance, take your shoes off, dance in the rain. I was flashing around, and the news spread all over town. Oh, I'm not complaining that it's raining, I'm just saying that I like it a lot more than you think. If the sun will come out and sing with me, you remind me of a few of my famous friends. Well, that all depends on what you qualify as friends. You remind me of a few of my famous friends. Well, that all depends on what you qualify as friends.
Nice show, buddy.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Alrighty.
You know, it's really funny hearing the banjo. Have you ever heard of the Mummers? I grew up west of Philadelphia, and there was a Mummers parade every year, and it kind of reminds me that feel of that song. They were like these big feathered outfits and stuff. Well, we're gonna have to get you one of those. You could parade down Linden Street in a large feathered costume playing that song.
Definitely.
Awesome.
I'm ready for it.
Well, Jarek, thanks, man.
Alrighty.
Great hearing your songs.
Definitely.
And we're going to have you back pretty soon. You've got some things in the works, and with your buddy Jack and so forth.
Yeah.
You are listening to KRFC 88.9 FM. Vincent, your host in the live studio here. We're going to bounce over to Mr. Jimi Harrington. I was going to call you James, but it just doesn't fit, Jimmy.
Yeah, not quite.
Now, before you play your wonderful keyboard here, you had an interesting trip recently.
Yeah, I actually went halfway around the world to Nepal.
That's pretty astonishing. So what was the impetus for the trip?
Well, it was a missions trip with Summit View, the church I go to, and let's see, my mom and I and a bunch of other teens from our church went there, and we were there for 2 weeks. Impressions? I don't know. It's pretty different from what I was expecting.
What were you
I'm not
expecting?
sure what I was expecting. It's just, that's not what it was.
That's interesting to put it that way. Wow.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty exotic place.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And I'd never been outside of the country before that, and it's a pretty crazy first time to go out of the country.
Did you pick up any feeling about the local music?
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of money there, and so either you have a guitar or you have their little drum set, which is something you kind of get a little rope and you hang it around your knees and you bang it, kind of like a bongo drum almost. And actually my little brother's learning how to play that. I brought one back. So either you have one of those or you just sing, and that's about it.
Yeah, probably not a lot of electric keyboards, I'm guessing, is my
not a lot.
feeling. Was the elevation pretty high?
I'm not sure, but I don't think it was much higher than here. I think
That's
it was
right.
about
We
the
live
same.
at high elevation, that's true.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really great. So you were on the show a little while ago, and you practice a lot, and I just love hearing you play. So it's nice that Haley and Sabrina hooked up with you to, have you contribute to their music, and you're gonna play some solo stuff for us.
Yeah.
What is the first song we're gonna hear?
Probably a blues song called Shuffle and Stomp.
Jimi Harrington on Rhythms of You. You're a wild man, Jimmy.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, it's a total compliment.
Good.
So, last time you were on the show, before, you mentioned that you practice like 2 to 3 hours a day. Is that true with school started?
Kind of. I practice a lot, but I wouldn't really be able to put a number on it because it's very irregular how much I practice. Like, I could go a few days without practicing at all and then practice 6 hours the next day. It doesn't really happen that often, but it's pretty irregular.
Do you have a preference now at home? Do you solely play keyboard, or do you also play piano?
Yeah, I play both.
I mean, I know you can, but like at your home.
Yeah, well, I don't really like keyboards as much, so I usually play those only when I need the portability.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I go for the feeling of a real piano.
That's very interesting. Yeah, because you really can't duplicate that as amazing as keyboards are.
No, but Sadie's Red Nord is pretty amazing.
It really is, and she's just barely scratched the surface, I think, of what you can do with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was cool because Sadie Thompson, of course, she sang a song by a group that uses that exact same keyboard that uses that song in the music video.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm not sure what song or what band that is. We're gonna hear some more music from you, Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Because we have like 9 minutes left.
All right.
So let me have you think about that for a moment, because I wanted to actually, there are a lot of obviously different musical styles, and I know that the last time you were on, you played a 5-minute segment, and I'm not saying you have to do that tonight if you haven't been practicing it lately, but Rhapsody in Blue by Gershwin, of course. You've got ragtime pieces that you're doing. Are there other styles that you have an affinity for?
Yeah, well, I do contemporary stuff, like accompanying people, like I just did earlier today with the Harpers.
Yeah.
And let's see, I also do a little bit of classical and some composing. So, actually, I think I'll do Claire de Lune. It's actually the first time I heard this song was as I was flying back from Nepal. And I heard it, actually my mom heard it in a movie, and she pretty much instantly fell in love with it and asked me to learn it. And now it's one of my favorite classical songs.
I was going to ask who this Lady Claire is, but I know that that's not actually named after somebody named Claire.
Yeah, it's actually, I think, French for Song of the Moon.
Who's the composer?
Debussy. Claude Debussy.
Awesome. This is Jimi Harrington and 14 Years of Age on Rhythms of You. That is really remarkable, Jimmy. I could listen to you play all day.
Thank you.
Listen to all of you play all day. It's really a wonderful show here on the Rhythms of Youth. Now, before we end the show, Jimmy, I wanted to focus for a moment. Very special engagement you had. You played the singer-songwriter stage at the New West Fest.
Yeah, I did. That was really fun.
You were the opening act. You actually had the slot that Lexi Shanley had last year. The first slot, I believe, was Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So,
and it was also the first slot on the singer-songwriter stage.
That's right. Yeah. That must have been a real kick.
Yeah, it was. I never really realized how big of a deal it was until it was almost there. Like, the closer it got, the bigger I realized it was, and I was like, oh dear, I should probably start working on it, because it is a big deal.
Yeah, I talked to quite a few people that really watched you and just really loved seeing you out there. So that's just want to give a shout out to Bohemian Foundation for putting on the whole New West Fest event. It was just a fantastic weekend with so much local talent. There really was quite a bit of youth talent out there as well. So want to thank you, Jimmy. I also want to thank Sabrina and Haley Harper. Thank you both very much, and definitely want to have you back as soon as you're available to come on back. And thank you, Jarek, for being with us.
Yeah, definitely.
And I want to thank all of you very much for listening. Andy B., Turn the Tables, is coming up next.